Raising Bar Sports Picks, where we give picks and analysis on some of our favorite games, and at the same time, we have an ice cold beverage. Today is Tuesday, February the 11th, 2020. Yesterday we didn't do bad at all. We actually went 4-3, but better than 4-3, we were plus 5 units. So if you bet according to the unit system that we have in place, you were up 5 units. So we made some money last night. I know I did. Hopefully you did. All right, today's beer is actually called Angelica Hazy Orange. It has 5.5 alcohol by volume. It's made by HOBO Brewing, and they're based out of Massachusetts. I looked them up, and they actually have a really cool setup where you could taste test. And actually, the owner looks like somebody out of Duck Dynasty. He looks pretty cool. So I'm actually really excited about trying this. They had really good reviews, and I was looking up, just different things about them. Their website is going to be in the description, and there you can visit and you can see what I've seen, read about how they started, what they believe in, and then look them up and go visit their brewery, right? All right. In the description also, we're going to have a time tag where if you want to skip this, where we have the beer testing and I talk about and give stats on the games that I am looking at to win today. You want to skip it and go right to the picks. You go and click that timeline at the end in the description. And while I'm pouring this very slowly, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, that would be awesome. Share it with somebody you actually care about, because we're going to win money, right? Only greedy people keep it to themselves, right? So there's the can. You can see it. And actually pretty cool, nice color, right? It's almost like an iced tea. Cheers. Definitely citrusy, almost like OJ. Not bad, not bad. I wish I had the luck that I have with these beers, because I haven't had a nasty one yet. So you will know, because I'm going to be very honest with you and very truthful with you when I have a nasty beer. So when I spit them up, I'm not going to edit that film and I'm going to put it on there. So this absolutely has no aftertaste. It's like OJ. Pretty awesome. Like I said, yesterday we went 4-3. Not a bad day. Plus 5 units, which at the end of the day, that's all we want. We want the plus side of money, right? So here we are. We're going to look at this. We have quite a few games. We definitely have a lot of NCAA games. A lot of them NCAA games. And a couple NBA games. Like I said, like the page, share it, and share it with somebody you care about, right? Also, go to our Twitter page, because yes, we were 4-3 yesterday, but also I put a pickup on our Twitter page, which is exclusive just for Twitter. I'm not going to share it here, and we hit on that too. So realistically, we were 5-3. If you went to Twitter, looked at what we played, and you played that, it was a middle of the game pick, and we hit on that. So, we're doing pretty well, and we're going to keep on getting better. So looking at our first game. Let's go to NBA. And we're looking at a 7 o'clock start for the LA Clippers versus Philadelphia 76ers. LA Clippers versus the Sixers. Now, both these teams are going to be in the playoffs. The Sixers are looking better as far as they're at the bottom of the pack. Honestly, everyone predicted them to be in the finals and competing with the Bucks, right? And they've been playing under expectations. But with the two trades, with the two additional shooters we have, and I think that Embiid has been under the microscope a lot lately. Rightfully so. He's played not to his full extent. He looks out of shape at times. He has an attitude problem. He has little, these things. He can't get along with Ben, But I feel like they are going to come out of their funk, and they are coming out of their funk. They already beat LA once, and they beat LA in LA, right? They kind of like play up to who they're playing. So that being said, obviously we know that Philadelphia is one of the best teams at home. So LA Clippers right now, 28-24-1 against the spread, 23-28-3. Right now, Philadelphia is actually the underdog in this by 2. Straight up, the Clippers 37-16 and Philadelphia 33-21 with the wins. And over under, we're looking at Clippers 24-29 and Philadelphia 28-24-2. Like I said, Philadelphia, one of the best teams at home. They got a 24-2 record at home, and the LA Clippers have a 15-11 away record. We have Philly right now. It's on a 2-game winning streak, and they're going to be my pick for tonight. As the underdog, we're going to take Philadelphia 76ers as our first pick. I feel like they're going to do it. And that's going to be a 2-unit. Take them with the line. Or you can take them with 2. Take them money line as a 2-unit. That's our first pick. Second pick of the day. I promise I'll move faster. San Antonio Spurs against OKC. San Antonio versus OKC. Let me switch to the mouse. OKC right now is favored by 8 points against the Spurs. Against the spread, San Antonio 21-30-2, OKC 34-18-1. Straight up 22-31 for San Antonio, OKC 32-21. San Antonio over unders 32-19-2, OKC 24-19. 24-29. Oklahoma City, their home record 17-11. San Antonio's away records 8-19. They're lousy away. Against the spread away, San Antonio 12-13-2, and home OKC 14-13-2. Now, for whatever reason, we haven't been hitting too great on against the spread, right? But that's what I'm going with. I feel like we'll come out of our funk just like half these teams. So right now it's set at 8. You could tease that down, make it 6, right? But we're looking at OKC with the 8, laying the 8. Like I said, that's a 8 o'clock start. That is 2-unit. Our next game and our final game in the NBA, we're looking at Boston and Houston, 9:30 p.m. Boston and Houston at 9:30 p.m. Boston against the spread, 31-20-1. Houston, 26-27. Straight up, 37-15 for Boston. Houston, 33-20. Over under, Boston, 24-27-1, and Houston, 23-30. Boston has been playing lights out lately. They have been playing lights out. Their away record right now is 15-10 in Houston. Their home record is actually really good, 18-8. It's really tough to play in Houston. But at the trade deadline, Houston went and they decided to become a small team. So they're trying to this experiment, because I honestly think it's an experiment. I don't think they really they know what they're turning out. I think they know what they believe should happen, but I think with all the size that's out there now, Houston hurt their chances. They were going to have to really rely on that speed and the outside shot. The only problem is Boston also has speed and they have an outside shot, but they have the size also. So in this game, I do believe Boston keeps on rolling. Right now, Boston is on a streak. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-game winning streak. And obviously, I know winning streaks come to an end, but I do not think that comes to an end tonight. So our pick for tonight will be Boston. Take them with the points +2. 2 unit. Right? Yep. 2 unit. Moving on. Looking at NCAA, St. Bonaventure and St. Joseph at 7 p.m. St. Bonaventure versus St. Joseph. The line right now, St. Bonaventure is favored by 8 against the spread, 13-10. Straight up, 16-8. Over under, 12-10 for St. Bonaventure. St. Joseph's against the spread, 10-13. Straight up, 4-19. And over under, 12-10. Our pick is St. Bonaventure laying the points. Right now is 8. Three unit. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Try to go in hyper speed. 7 o'clock, we have Eastern Michigan slated to go against Central Michigan. Eastern Michigan versus Central Michigan. At this point, Central Michigan is favored by 6.5. Central Michigan, their home record is 11-1. And Eastern Michigan, 4-8. A lousy 4-8. Against the spread, Central Michigan, 6-3. And Eastern Michigan, 5-6-1. Our pick is Central Michigan with laying the points, and like I said, it was 6.5. Central Michigan. Three unit. Moving on. Mississippi State at 7 o'clock versus Ole Miss. The line right now is 1 favoring Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State 14-9 against the spread, straight up 15-8, and 15-7-1 over and under. Ole Miss 11-11-1 against the spread, straight up 12-11, over under 11-12. Ole Miss's home record is decent, 9-4, and the away record Mississippi State is 4-6. We're taking Mississippi State with the money line. I believe Mississippi State will get the win, but I think it's too close to be messing with the points, teasing it either way, right? It's only one. I feel most secure going with the money line. And that's a 1 unit. Quick breakdown while we're looking at the next game. The way we do the grading system is 1 through 5. 1 meaning that I like it, I don't love it, and 5 means that it's a lock, my own lock. So right now for our locks, we're 1 and 1. So Arkansas and Tennessee at 7 o'clock is our next pick. 62% of the money is leaning toward Tennessee, so that means the line will start moving. So if you don't get in on it now, the line will move. Against the spread, Arkansas 12-11, Tennessee 10-11. Straight up, Arkansas 16-7, Tennessee 13-10. Over under 11-11-1 for 11-11-1. Tennessee, they're a decent team at home, and Arkansas, they're about 500, right? But against the spread, Tennessee is lousy at 4-9, and also Arkansas 4-5, hitting right around that 500 mark. Our pick. I'm going with Tennessee as a 1 unit. And that's a money line. We're not doing the covering. Tennessee's a better team, but I do not believe that you're going to cover anything, as that line moves. So we're taking the money line, and that is a 1 unit. Moving on. Notre Dame versus Virginia at 9 p.m. Looking at the matchup, Notre Dame 11-10-2 against the spread, 15-8 straight up, and over under 11-2. Virginia 6-15-1 against the spread. Horrible, right? Straight up 15-7, and over under 10-12. But the home record for Virginia, 10-3. They're very good at home, and it's really hard to win in Virginia. Notre Dame, their record is 3-5. Our pick is Virginia. Now, this is one of my sure bets, right? But how much money do you want to invest in it? Right here where I'm looking at, it's let's see. I'll tell you here. 200. So you're not really going to make a lot of money investing in this game. But if you want to add it to a parlay, say you put it on an OKC game or whatever, you're just adding a little bit of money. If you have a little parlay, I don't see nothing wrong with a parlay 2 games, maybe, 3 the most. But some of these guys like to put these crazy parlays. Parlays are just going to throw your money away. Straight up, round robin, that's the way to go. So we are looking at Virginia to win money line. That's 4 unit. Moving on. Our last NCAA game, Air Force versus Boise at 9 p.m. Boise State 15-9 against the spread. Against the spread, Air Force 10-13. Home record for Boise 11-1. The away record for Air Force 3-9. That's a telltale sign of who's going to win. Home against the spread, Boise State 9-2. The away record for Air Force against the spread 5-7. Our pick is Boise State, and we're going to take the points. Right now it's at 10. I have it at 10. So take those points for them to cover. Laying the points. That's a 3 unit. All right, almost done. Moving on to NHL. We have a lot of picks today, a lot of picks. I have 2 NHL games I'm gonna look at. Tampa Bay versus Pittsburgh at 7 p.m. Quickly, Tampa Bay's, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Tampa Bay 36-20 against the spread. Pittsburgh 34-20. The over-under 28-25-3 for Tampa. Pittsburgh 26-27-2. In all games, Tampa Bay is 36-20, where closely right behind Pittsburgh's 34-10. Our pick for this game is Tampa. We're going with Tampa. And I'm taking them with the puck line. 1.5. Two unit. And finally, the last pick, St. Louis Blues versus Anaheim Ducks. St. Louis Blues and Anaheim Ducks. I'm not even going to give you stats for this game. We're taking them with the over of 5.5. As a 2 unit. Simply because there are 2 lousy teams, but they do score. Anaheim, I've been watching, the last couple games, they actually been scoring on runs. They'll score 4 goals, within no time, but they do suck. So do St. Louis Blues. They can't get it right. So I'm going with them with 5.5. I feel really confident about that pick. So going over our picks as a recap. We're taking Philadelphia 76ers money line 2 unit. OKC, we're laying the points at 8, 2 unit. Boston, we're getting the points. That's 2 points. It's a 2 unit. St. Bonaventure laying the points at 8. That's a 3 unit. Central Michigan laying the points at 6.5. That's 3 unit. Mississippi State money line 1 unit. Tennessee money line 1 unit. Virginia money line 4 unit. Boise State Broncos, we're laying the points at 10. That's a lot of points, but they're going to blow them out of the water. They're a 3 unit. Going to NHL, Tampa Bay Lightning, a 2 unit. That's as a with the puck line. With the puck line, 2 unit. And the St. Louis Blues and the Ducks over 5.5. That's a 2 unit. 11 picks. 11. So that's the recap of our picks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this page. Go to our Twitter page so you get those exclusive picks. Yesterday we won. Today we're going to win again on that Twitter. Any social media that we ever come out with, we're always going to put picks out. So don't forget to subscribe. Tell somebody about the channel. Tell somebody how much money you won. And I'll see you next time at the bar.